Ho, Stampers, Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I wanted to show you a cute little Valentine's Day gift that we made for the Ronald McDonald House. I volunteer down there every so often, and I stamp with the residents and leave them little gifts. And this was one of the little gifts that we made for them. Another demonstrator, Nora, and I went down and we made quite a few of these. And they're just very simple, very fast, and filled with a lot of fun. So inside here we have Hershey Kisses. And we just thought there was a whole lot of love going on in there. So let me just show you how we made them. These are called crackers. And as a kid, I remember getting these on our table at different holidays. And so this is Valentine's Day, and I wanted to just show you some different sizes. If you want more sizes, you can hop on over to my blog. I do have long ones, fat ones, skinny ones, short ones, and here is one that is octagon. Here is one, or hexagon. Here's one that's a little bit longer than the one that we did for the Ronald McDonald House, but for the most part, you can just adjust anything that you need to adjust. What I did was I took our new paper pack. It's called the Fresh Prince Designer Series paper pack, and it has a lot of really, really good paper in here, and this was what I used for Valentine's Day this year. So I took my paper pack, and it was a perfect size. So that size is my little red one right here. And so I'll leave that one out so that we can watch it as I'm making it. All right. Now, what you're going to need is your scoring tool. And I'm going to show you on my vellum one, and I'm also going to show you on one of the pieces of paper pack that I did with it. All right, from our paper pack, which is 4.5 by 4.5 by 6.5, that's the size of the paper. Okay, you're going to score along the long side right here. You're going to score along the long side at 1, 1.5. and 2, and then what I like to do is I like to flip it over and go 1.5 or 1, 1.5, and 2 again. Now the reason I like to do that rather than sliding it over, number one, if we have a longer one like this, you're not going to be able to slide it over because it's not going to fit. So what I like to do is I like to just figure out my measurements. So you're going to figure out how much you want this little piece to be. So I wanted that to be 1 inch. If you wanted it to be wider, 1.5 inch, you would start it at 1.5 and just go, you would just go half-inch increments, and you do 3 score lines. And I'll show you why after we get going, why you need the 3 score lines. So you're going to do this side, and then you're going to flip it, and you're going to do this side. Now you've got your long scores, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to score it on our short sides. And this one right here, what you're going to do is you're going to do it every inch. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got this little piece left over, which is what you really want. You want a half-inch piece because you need something to glue. So we're going to put our glue on here. Now that we've got all our scores, the next thing I do is I take my bone folder and I do all of my creases. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these long creases and I'm going to start rolling them. So here's my first one and bone fold it. Second one, bone fold it. Third one. And obviously on the hexagon you're going to take and you're going to have more folds to it because you have 6 sides to it. All right, so that's our long way. Our short way is very important. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to accordion fold it, but the fold closest to the inside, you're going to take and you're going to fold it straight down just like this. So you're going to fold it down and then back and then down. And I call this the M fold. You want to see, here's your M like this. And you're going to do the same to the other side. You're going to fold the one on the inside toward the middle, then the next one out, and then the next one in. So we've got 2 M's right here. Here is your M. Here is your M. All right, now all of our folds are done. You want to do that before you actually start using your punch board, because if you don't, it's going to be very hard and very fragile because of the little punches in there. So do your folds before you use your punch board. Now let me just show you one real quick thing. If you're using vellum, and even on your designer series paper, you do not want to score too hard when you're scoring because you'll rip right through the paper. This is our beautiful brand new paper. This is the silver vellum, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And that's what I did, this one right here. And this is the one I gave to my husband. It's just got a little heart on it that says love you. It's embossed with the Best of Love series. And then my 2 heart punches are ribbon that matches it. This is our baker's twine that's intertwined with some silver. and it's just absolutely beautiful. So this is what I had given him. So what I want you to do now is to take your piece that you've just punched and get out your punch board, and you can punch right along with me if you want. Now, what I like to do is just to show you this middle piece right here is the one we're going to be punching on. And in our case, remember we scored at 1 and 1.5. So all of our punches are going to be at the 1.5 inch mark. So when I put it over here, it'll be at the 1.5 inch mark. So what I like to do is I like to start at the short end. You know the end that I told you that was just a 1/2 inch? Well, what you're going to do, this one I'm actually doing the blue side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to go over to the 1.5 excuse me, the 1.5 inch mark, and I'm going to punch. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to go to the 1.5 inch mark and punch. Now what I need to do is I need to open that and roll. Okay, so what we want to do is go into the 1.5 inch and punch. Go to the, the 1.5 inch and punch. We're going to go over to the 1.5 inch and punch. We're almost done. Don't worry, we're almost done here. 1.5 inch, and make sure it's all the way in, and punch. 1.5. Now you might think you're done after this last one because it's our last fold, but we have one more to do, and I'll show you why. If I were to take this, let's get rid of these. If I were to take this piece right here and to fold it around. Now remember, I told you this is where our adhesive is going to go, and that's going to end up going just like this. But because I didn't punch this last one, there's a little piece of paper here that should not be here. So what I wanted to show you is after we did our last fold here, the last bigger one, you're going to have to take and open it up, and this is a single punch now. It's not a double punch like all the other ones. You're going to take and you're going to punch here, and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to punch it here. So let me just give you a look at what it's supposed to look like. Isn't that cute? All right, we're almost done. Seriously, we're almost done. So you want to take your snail adhesive and your silicone mat, and right along here we're going to take and we're going to put our adhesive. Okay, and you want your silicone mat. I always use my silicone mat. What I like to tell people to do is to go close to this score mark right here, so that when you go to close this, you won't have any gaps there. Now just lay this down and fold it in half, and then bring this one over. Rather than trying to hold it up and adhere it that way, what I want you to do is to just lay it in half like this, and then just lay it on there, and the two ends shall meet. Okay? Now here is our cute little thing, our cute little cracker, and now what I want to do is to just push these ends in. Remember, if you've got good scores because of your bone folder, this should be pretty easy. See, these just go popping in like that. You don't want them to stay in. You just want to make sure that they're gonna push in. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some ribbon to this, add some embellishments, and that is our little cracker. Again, let me just show you some of the ones that I had done. That's it. Seriously, that's all there is to it. Here's my Valentine's Day one. These are the ones that we did for Ronald McDonald House. And we did them with all different color papers. It was just a perfect size. We filled them with Hershey Kisses, and the house puts them on the pillows for the guests. So I'm hoping that they're enjoying them today. And then here is my one done from the vellum. Accents done very elegantly. Here is the hexagon one. And then here is the longer one. This one has a roll of lifesavers in it. So you can make them as fat or as long as you want, depending on what you need to put inside them. They're just adorable. So I hope you enjoyed my post. Take care and have a great day. Hop on over to my blog. Like I said, I do have a lot of different variations to the sizes. Take care. Have a great day.